Bad Bunny is coming. Since the start of 2025, the signs have been everywhere. Cryptic hints, quiet music updates, and whispers across the industry, all pointing to one thing: Bad Bunny is gearing up for the biggest tour of his career, a world tour so massive fans are already calling it his own Eras tour. And now it's official. On May 5th, 2025, while I was literally in the middle of making this video, the news finally dropped. Bad Bunny is going on a world tour, but this wasn't out of nowhere. The clues have been building up for months, and I've been keeping track of them. From subtle changes to his music to behind the scenes industry moves and carefully timed announcements, everything is lining up for what looks like a full-blown celebration of every era in his discography. So if you haven't heard yet, well then get ready, because he's coming. The most important tour of Bad Bunny's career. I'll start with one of the biggest clues, a quiet yet meaningful update to the track Europa. The song originally ended with the spoken phrase, "Your flight to Europe has been cancelled. Stay tuned for the next available dates." In the newly updated version on streaming platforms, the outro now says, "Flights to Europe are now available. Thank you for your patience." Alongside this, the sad face emoji in the song's title was replaced with a smiley face. Small but deliberate moves that fans believe were coded messages, announcing European tour dates on the way, which we now know is true. Bad Bunny is going to Europe next year, including more countries. These kinds of Easter eggs have become a Bad Bunny trademark, used frequently to build hype without ever making an overt statement. With a 30-show residency in Puerto Rico scheduled from July to September 2025, it's clear that Bad Bunny is clearing his calendar and laying the groundwork for something far bigger, something international. And while this residency is going to be special in its own right, a love letter to Puerto Rico, it might also give us a first taste of what's coming when the world tour officially begins in November. The most exciting and talked about rumor is that Bad Bunny's upcoming tour will be modeled after Taylor Swift's Eras tour, taking fans on a musical journey through each of his major projects. By 2026, Bad Bunny will have released 6 full-length albums, each representing a distinct sound, mood, and cultural moment. Por siempre, Yo hago lo que me da la gana, El último tour del mundo, Un verano sin ti, Nadie sabe lo que va a pasar mañana, and Debí tirar más fotos. According to leaks from fan pages and music insiders, the show might be divided into 5 or 6 distinct acts, each representing a phase of his career. This would allow for a deep dive into every era, from early hits like Estamos Bien to global anthems like Titi Me Preguntó, and of course, his most popular stuff from his latest project. Fans are already anticipating visuals and thematic transformations for each act, imagining different stage designs, wardrobe changes, and set lists that evolve in real time across the tour. If true, this would mark not just Bad Bunny's largest tour ever, but a creative milestone framing his decade-long career as an immersive narrative experience. Over the past week, fans around the world started noticing something strange. 2 white chairs, the same exact ones featured on the cover of Debí tirar más fotos, popping up in front of stadiums and iconic landmarks. From Argentina to Sweden, Spain to Costa Rica, Portugal to Brazil, the same setup kept appearing, and if you've been following Bad Bunny long enough, you already know what this meant. These weren't just random chairs, they were signals, and they mirrored a tactic he used before, announcing his Puerto Rico residency. Back then, the same 2 white chairs showed up at the Coliseo. This time, they were spotted around the world. Fans connected the dots pretty quick, but just a day later, we were informed that a global tour was coming. More than just a marketing move, the chairs tied directly to the emotional core of Debí tirar más fotos: nostalgia, cultural identity, and a longing for connection. By placing them in cities around the globe, Bad Bunny was sending a quiet message: this story, this era, is for all of us. And now, the world tour is real, and the dates are here. Bad Bunny officially kicks things off in November 21st, 2025 in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. From there, he'll hit Costa Rica, Mexico City for 2 nights. Then he takes a short break before the second wave begins in early 2026. January 25, he's back on stage in Colombia, followed by Peru, Chile, Argentina, and Brazil, all by February. And yes, he's going to Australia too, but it's just one show for now. And Asia, it's coming, kind of. There's confirmation that Bad Bunny will perform in Japan sometime in March 2026. There's no exact date yet. As a matter of fact, all of April is empty, so it's a complete mystery, which leads me to believe more Asia dates might be on the way. Now, here's where it gets even bigger. Europe. Remember that lyrical update to Europa? Well, it all led to this. He's heading to London, Paris, Berlin, Madrid, Barcelona, and much more. But what about the United States? Here's where things get a little bit interesting. Bad Bunny already did a full US arena run in 2024 with the Most Wanted tour, so many expected a stadium dates in 2026. Cities like New York, LA, Miami, Chicago, and Dallas are all heavily rumored. Stadiums like MetLife, SoFi, and Hard Rock are basically waiting for him. But here's the thing, the FIFA World Cup is happening in the US during June and July 2026, and most major stadiums will be booked for matches. So what does that mean? If Bad Bunny is coming to the US, it'll likely happen before mid-June or after mid-July. That means August 2026 and beyond could be the window to watch out for. Or what about that date in April? You think he's coming then? Personally, I don't think so. I do believe he needs more time to get through all the major cities in the US. But as of right now, the Debí Tirar Más Fotos World Tour includes Latin America, Europe, Asia, and Australia, but no US dates yet. Still, let's be honest, there's no way Bad Bunny skips the US entirely. The demand is too high, the venues are ready, and history shows he always delivers. So stay tuned for that. I'll be covering every update as it drops. But start saving now, because when those US dates get announced, they're going to sell out fast. This anticipation for Bad Bunny's next tour is unlike anything we've seen from a Latin artist in years. With 10 years of hits under his belt, a global fan base, and a growing catalog that has both depth and variety, the 2026 tour has the potential to be a defining moment in his career and in music history. Fans across TikTok, Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, and Threads have been sharing every rumor, dissecting every clue, and debating what songs have to be on the set list. The idea of an Eras Tour format only adds fuel to the fire, allowing longtime fans to relive their favorite moments from each phase of his artistic growth. If the reports are true and Bad Bunny does deliver an Eras Tour like this, it could be one of the most ambitious and successful tours of the decade. But until then, we'll have to wait. All we can expect is this: Bad Bunny is building up to something massive. So if you're a fan, keep your notifications on, keep your wallets ready, and maybe start planning that trip, because Bad Bunny is about to make history again. That brings us to the end of the video. If you enjoyed watching, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when a new video drops. I'll be covering Bad Bunny as we learn more about the tour and as the residency gets closer. But until then, you can watch more videos right here, and as always, I'll see you soon.